No burn spells. That would have been sweet, right? They could get... We just need the goblin, right? Just need the goblin. Nah. Hi, this is Stold. Welcome. And today we're doing creative decks, and this deck comes from a suggestion from Sean to update my Krenko Untaps 2.0 version. There's a deck that I made a while ago. We were using the Zephyr Winder. It's a 1 and a blue for a 2/1, and when it does combat damage, it untaps up to one target creature, so that we can untap Krenko and retap it. We also have where's it at? Shore ups as well, type of situation, and then Marvin as well to copy that ability. So we had multiple ways to tap and untap Krenko. We're also using the Impact Tremors as our win condition in that deck. This one, after playing a few test games, I'm gonna go in a different direction. I think because we have the new Aetherdrift cards. I mean, there's a Searslicer Goblin. Obviously, it's just great card from Foundations, but we have the Howlsquad Heavy, a 2 and a red for 2/3 that makes a goblin at your attack state, at the beginning of your combat stage, beginning of your combat turn, and it can also tap once you get to max speed for red for each goblin you control. So this pushes, this also gives your goblins haste, which is quite important for Krenko on curve. So you have 3-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop, right? If you get to max speed on turn 4, but you might not be able to get to... Oh, actually, max speed doesn't really matter. Max speed is only for the mana value. You still have haste. So that leads this deck to be a little bit more aggressive. So instead of the Impact Tremors, we're going with the Defaced Gallery. 1 and a red for when you attacking creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. There's also another card, the Goblin Oriflame, which is 1 in red, and attacking creatures you control get +1/+0. This is the same thing, but it also has a Painter Studio attached to it where we can unlock it to exile the top 2 cards of our library, play them until the end of our next turn. Everything's, 4 is our top end, so, hopefully we'll have enough mana by the time we unlock that. It costs 3, so it is possible you could hit like 2 4-drops or something, or a 3-drop and a 4-drop or something like that. The other new cards, the Draconautics Engineer is just a great way that you can, if you don't have the Howlsquad Heavy out and you get Krenko, for 5 mana, you can put out Krenko and give it haste with this. And obviously, if you have Marvin out, put out Krenko. Marvin can tap as Krenko. A couple other new cards, Stock Up, I think. Flood the Engines is, the removal we were using. The Stasis Field, it's a 2 mana to turn a creature into a 0/2 defender, and they lose all abilities. I figured I want to try out this new card. It's a little bit more expensive. It's at 3 mana, but it does tap the creature so they can't block. So if they're in a +1/+1 counter situation deck, it kind of runs into that. We still got a Rona in there. 1 Negate to counter their sweepers, which could be devastating. Maybe we need more of that. Instead of going with 4 copies of the Defaced Gallery, I figured get 1 Gossip Talent in there. So 1 and a, it's a card that no one uses. When a creature you control enters, you can surveil. So if we are pumping out goblins with the heavy, and we have the talent out, we can surveil down, get rid of the garbage cards. And then if we pay 1 and a blue, we can unlock it. Creature's power of 3 or less can't be blocked. So that's a way for our Howlsquad Heavy Goblin that's forced to attack can get in unblocked, and we can save it and still build up a wide board state. And then we also have that 3 and a blue for level 3. I don't know if we get there. We can make a bunch of Howlsquad Heavy mana, and maybe we just pop it all at once. But, if one of our exhausted creatures does damage, say Marvin's exhausted enough stuff, then, you can exile it, return it, and reset all the exhaust triggers, right? Type of situation. yeah, stock ups for card draw, Ronas for card draw, you know, Negate to protect us. Going with one chainsaw instead of 4 burst lightnings, I figured, you know, it might be a good idea to have at least one chainsaw, you know, one less burst lightning in there. Because, you know, if goblins are dying, we could get this chainsaw really big. And then, you know, if we get it unblockable, when you attack. So you can't put the chainsaw on an attacking creature and give it unblockable, but we do have one Pedal to the Metal in the deck that we can, you know, possibly use. It's also a removal spell. This gives creature first strike. That's all the removal. We got one Mindspring Merfolk in there to exhaust to draw X cards. You know, two blue and X. You know, just something else that Marvin could use. I don't know if we should go with like 2 Grease Rinse Goblins. I'm not sold on this card yet. I still like the Reckless Lackey. I think it's a really great, you know, turn 1 play. You do him 1 damage. So this one doesn't have haste, but you can discard 2 cards from your hand and draw 2 cards. It kind of has like a higher upside, possibly. It's a 2/1, which, I don't know, by the time you get to attack with it, they could have a blocker. So, I don't know. I just want to, you know, instead of trying them out, you know, just try it out to see how it goes. And 2 Burnout Bashtonauts to, you know, 2 mana to give it +1/+0. So that is a unblockable creature that can happen. That can get double strike once you get to max speed. Yeah, that's the deck. Fountainport, Raceway to give haste, maybe. Bunch of mountains. I don't know why we have so many mountains. I feel like something uses mountains. Was there something that used to use mountains? Huh. I don't know. But, you know, 25 red, 11 blue. It's fine. You got so many sources, 8, 10, 11 blue sources and 11 blue cards. Nothing with double pips. So, yeah. That's the deck. Let's get into games. See how we do. No blue mana? This is a mulligan, right? I forgot to mention, Sean had requested that I look at it's a blue enchantment, I forget what it's called, for 3 mana, and at your end step you untap all your permanents to look at that card as part of like updating this deck. What the hell are you playing? Okay. But I did look at that card in this deck, and it just didn't make sense. It wasn't really that great about untapping your creatures. We don't have enough like tappy creatures thingy going on, so creature or vehicle. Yeah, we could use some heavies and stuff out there, you know. I guess next turn we get a Krenko. Okay. And there's that. Make 2 goblins. That's not... Okay. Now, I will say if they can't remove Krenko, then I think we just win. Right? We could Draconautics Engineer, upgrade the talent, attack in with the Bashtronaut. I don't know if they see the play line. That is not good. Did I get another one? I'm not that worried. Are they gonna make 3 more? some goblins. That's pretty good. Draconautics Engineer. I mean, right now I don't need another Marvin. Might be a mistake, but they have 5 guys that we can attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. We make like shit ton of goblins. They have 2 more they can get. But he's only a 2. As long as they don't get something to kill us, right? I think they might be dead. Are they dead? No burn spells. That would have been sweet, right? They could get... We just need the goblin, right? Just need the goblin. I mean, you're dead, right? Good game. Unless they have a counter spell. This Gossip's talent. Late edition. Ooh-wee. So let's put this Krenko out. Burst lightning? Nah. Do, 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 do. 18. uh, 18 triggers. Ooh, shit. Alright, keep. I don't even look at it. Don't even question it. I'm already starting to not like. Oh, this guy. See, I could if I had the other hasty boy, that'd be 1 point of damage. That could be the game right there. Start your engines, boy. Oh, now you want to kill my guy? You're a little late. I don't want to waste it. I don't want to waste it, but you let me untap. Krenko on 6. Oh, can they kill it? Lightning bolt? Probably. Alright, cool. And now we hold up in the gate. There's just a monument deck. Ooh. You mean we could throw Krenko out? Discard up to 2 cards. If they tap out, I'm not gonna exhaust. I like all my cards. Nah, bro, get out of here. Nah. Let me give you a better target. I'll give you a better target. Max speed. All these need 6 mana. Yeah. I think it's just a discard monument deck. Dang, this could give haste too. I just need one more land, actually. I mean, they have 2 more ill-time explosions, so maybe they have 1 more? I don't know. We need 1 more land, though. I need another land. I wonder if I just attack with Krenko. I mean, how many, they're 14 cards deep. They can't have more ill-time explosions, right? Burnout Bashtronaut. So that's 4 damage. Okay. Can I draw a land, please? Just the 1 land. 1 untapped land, please. Why are you playing this in your deck? You're jank, boy. Are you not Monument? Fine. 1 tap land. Double strike. Put you down to 7. Now what you gonna do? Is this still end of turn? Oh, so you could just do it whenever you want to do it. Did you just... Yeah, why not? Holy cow. 1%er. 18 cards, 17, 16. No, what is that? 16 cards? Just 3 of 1 card? Maybe I was supposed to make a dragon there? No, this thing was tapped. But maybe I should have just did nothing? I don't know. I'll just keep putting creatures out and hasting them in. Your sorcery speed and enchantment removal. This is pretty good. As long as you're not drawing cards, it's fine with me. No. Who make goblins? They can't have a 4th ill-time explosion, right? Oh, they have a counterspell. They have a counterspell. Ah, do you have a discard spell too? I wish I had the burst lightning. What counter spells you got? I just play the game, right? Counter and draw? Full mana? Alright. We gotta get a land? I mean, they're staying in it. I don't know why. Okay, you got 2 discards. You got a counter spell. Discard 2 cards. Do I burst lightning that? Seems crazy to do that. Now you're gonna come out? Counterspell? Just need a 1 goblin. This one's pretty good, right? I hear this is a pretty good card. Counterspell? No counterspell? There was no stick there. 2 damage? Ah, it's good. Nah, I don't have the mana. What are you gonna do when the Howlsquad Heavy comes down? Yeah, first strike, man. I think that other guy's got to go. Although he did do all the damage early game. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Do 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 do. You got a spell? No spell? No spell? I mean, you can burst lightning him, but play it smart, man. Play a slow game. I mean, no, don't even think about him, right? See this guy? Oh, this is the other guy. 2 or fewer. 100%. Yeah, bro. Start my engines. Do I put the Draconautics out without protection? No. What are you, control deck? Put the Searslicer Goblin out. Without protection, though. Trying to hide what you are. Without protection? Nah. Just put this out. Just need one more, right? Without protection? Put this guy out. And turn. I guess I could have attacked with that, shored up, and killed this dude. What are you doing? What's going on over here? Do you have basics? My turn. Well, Flood Engines is gonna suck. I think I'm gonna shore up. I mean, they're just gonna sweep the board, right? Ain't it? I think he's just gonna sweep the board next turn. He has to, right? Because, yeah. Right? Oh, he can't. So we get flood engines on that? Do I make a dragon? I think we do, right? You tap the other land. I guess I'm gonna tap it either way, right? I don't know if that's the right move, but he didn't attack. I could make mana with it. Why didn't I do that? Yeah, oops. Oops. I could have made mana with it. Still learning how to play this game. Stupid. Could attack with the Bashtronaut. I forget the heavy's activated. No sweeper? Alright, this turn we're not screwing it up, right? They're mana screwed so hard. Alright. We could tap this down for colorless. Get rid of this guy. I figured it out. Oh my god. I mean, I don't know how many goblins died there, but either way, using him for the exhaust ability. Still never punished. Mulligan? Keep? Send back a land? Why not? Pass the turn. Why not send back a land, right? And they're playing black. It's pretty great. Blue land, please. If only I had the protection up. The engines are started. I think Painter Studio, if they have a cut down. They do have a cut down. Oh, they have stab. You just go for the cards, right? Not the best. Man, I really want this chainsaw though. Just gonna have to let it go, I think. Shame. Just gotta let it go. I mean, maybe played that instead of playing the slasher. I don't know. I wouldn't do that, dude. I'll kill your guy. How many more stabs you got, huh? I mean, Krenko to make Krenkos. I mean, I don't know if I live. I burst lightning near guy. Yeah, the chainsaw is what I need. I should have unlocked the Painter Studio. What is this hand? Oops, all removal. So ridiculous. And I know you're drawing 2 cards a turn, but it's ridiculous. I mean, I'm just dead in 2 turns, I think. Like, what is this draw? 14 cards, 16 cards. Not mulliganing. There's no reason to. You're just gonna lose anyway. I think it's predetermined. This should be a win, right? I'm gonna win this game. Because I just lost 3 in a row, so yeah. 3 and 3, 4, 4, yeah, 50%. That's what the shuffler wants to get you. What the hell is this? I mean, I'm trying to attack, man. Get out of the way. Out of the way. Now I can Painter Studio. I still need another land. It's like a Merfolk into Painter Studio. How you do that? Yeah, why would you not put out another 3 toughness creature? You know you want to block it. You're lucky I don't have a spell, bro. Very lucky I don't have a spell. That's all I know. What do you do? Look at the top card. You may cast Flasher Flying. Blue-White Angels. Never seen it before. Excellent. Well, they suck. Do we save the shore up? Or just put the goblin out? I mean, they're not sweeping the board, man, right? The heavy's the main one, right? We get the heavy out and we get the speed. I need another Painter Studio. It's pretty good. I guess I should have attacked with the Sears Goblins. I didn't think about that. Huh. Okay. Let me protect him. This Raceway out. I can hold up a counter spell. And they're not sweeping the board. Where's your angels, bro? You're casting angels off the top? Multipliers off the top. That's why you let it die. So you could just cast it. What are you doing? Aren't you just dead? Aren't you just dead? This is 10 damage. Well, first the shuffler is gonna screw me, but this is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You saw the card. Oh man. Told you it was win. Rakion 77. What? What's his deck missing? Like a sweeper for the opponent's creatures, right? Shore up? Is the Raceway more important than the Fountainport? The Fountainport you could sacrifice the goblins if they're gonna be destroyed, right? I kind of want to start my engines though. I mean, this is just gonna die, right? I'm just gonna kill it, right? So I might as well get this out first before you kill my creature. Ideally, you'd have like 5 mana. It's only the creatures, right? 1 target creature. And they can bounce it. It's not a good bounce target. Maybe we should play bounce. We don't have anything else. I mean, bouncing this would be pretty good too. I mean, 6 mana for this. I mean, maybe you get like, oh yeah, you could double spell next turn. Just makes the chainsaw go up. This is 3 to equip. And so now you should see like a momentum breaker. Probably. That's what I would expect. So you probably just want to play these 2 together, actually. I know where to run. See, shore up, great card to discard. You gotta know your audience. They just have a lot of sacrifice tools and then nowhere to run. You know. I think we want this guy. It's a good sacrifice target. And then we double spell with the heavy and the goblin, and we'll get another goblin to protect us from their sacrifice effects. They still might have a nowhere to run. Ideally, we get them to tap out. They don't want that? What? Well, I guess we're not double spelling, but if my Draconautics Engineer survives. Are you targeting my guy? But it's a 3/3. Is that just so you could attack? No blocks. Now the thing is, they don't play sweepers, right? Maybe they play the -2/-2 if they play it, but they don't play that. This game's just about over, I think. They just have to try to kill me. They drew a land. They have the reef. Make a dragon. I guess the dragon doesn't have haste. Equip this chainsaw on a goblin. Doesn't seem great. I got 5 turns. Maybe 4 turns if they get another nightmare. Actually, I just make a dragon, right? Alright, yeah. I want my chainsaw to get bigger. Yes, please. Come on. Nice. Oh, we can get Final Vengeance back, huh? 1 blocker. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think yeah. Oh, they could just sack that enchantment. Could also make a fish as a blocker. Chainsaw's at 5. Lethal on board. That's not gonna do it. Do they have a bounce? Bounce doesn't do it. They spent their mana. They're digging. We got this, baby. They're digging. Pilfer. Oh, baby. Now you can't activate this. I should have did that instead. I think you're dead. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Well, I mean, 2/3 is pretty nice, but I'll block it with this 4/4 dragon. Get out of here, Pixie Bones. Oh, man. Alright, and we're back. Oh, man, pretty nice, pretty nice. Painter Studio. Could probably go to 2. Yeah. Okay, after that first game, I didn't screw up with the heavy. But you know, I never got max speed again with the heavy out. So, to be fair, that was like the first time that I forgot about it. Didn't get to see, that. It's kind of hard, max speed. So, probably need to address that. I like the lands. We're going with the fast lands and the pain lands. And the verges. No tap lands. We're mainly red, which is what you want with the verges. That they start off red and go to blue. The Painter Studio. Yeah, no problem casting the stuff from the Painter Studio, although, just drawing garbage. Stock up. I think we have enough. It's close, right? Let's get you 2 cards. This looks at 5, but this gives you like the attacker advantage is just huge, right? Like you saw that one game, that guy didn't know how to do math. I don't know, was it Angels? He just attacked, and then it's like you have 5 guys that are 1/1s, and they're gonna attack for 2/2s, right? And that's just one Painter Studio out, right? If you had multiple, you get big really fast. Enigma Duel would be pretty sweet. Yeah, I think we just need to address the. Obviously, if I had more Burnout Bastronauts, I'd probably put in 4 copies of that. But they're golden, and I don't want to spend because I don't really play goblins that much. And I think 2 is fine. Like, these ones are supposed to give you card advantage, right? So I guess that's the bad part about this one is you sack it, so you lose that creature. Where this one, you still keep... This creature actually gets better. It becomes a 3/2. So, other options to look at for Marvin copying abilities. Dowerport Mage. Into Royal is just a bounce spell. And Kitsa is just like an alternative to Rona. So that you can draw and discard for free. You could also copy instant sorcery spells, which, maybe that's better than this. But you have to cast like 2 spells in a turn. Non-creature spells. Right? Like, I guess these count as non-creature spells. Maybe Kitz is better than Rona. So, I mean, you could change them, if you have that one or if you have Rona. And Rona's going away, so that does make this better. I think Negate's in Foundation. Bloomborough. Yeah, I think if you just get rid of that. This is all Bloomborough and forward, I think. Bloomborough, Duskmourn, Foundations. Oh, and Outlaws. Yeah, see if we get rid of this guy. Boom. And just do another Grease Wench. It's pretty much pretty up-to-date deck. Ooh, this is Outlaws as well. Oh, and the Reefs. We'll be getting other lands, I guess. Yeah, that's the concept of that one, though. I don't know if you can do max speed. Man, Hazoret's pretty sweet, too. He's not a goblin, though. Yeah, I think maybe just the Grease Wenches, I guess. And Outlaws. This deck's legal for 3 years, I guess. Crewing vehicles. We don't have any vehicles. I mean, I guess Outlaws is a thing. Yeah, it's a tough choice. 3-2. Still dies to everything. You don't have the... I mean, you never really have the mana up anyway. I think I'd rather go with the Lackey, in my own opinion. I know the Exhaust is a cool idea, but I think my preference is the Lackey. He's a first striker, because when you start to look at it like this, right? First striker, 1-2, and now he becomes a 2-2 first striker when he attacks. And then he's a 3 if you have multiple Painter Studio, or you get the chainsaw put on him. Now he's a badass boy with first strike. Just seems better upside. I don't think I would change anything else. That Cosm's talent in that one game was just ridiculous with the surveils. Whew. Like you might even go 2 of them, but I don't know. Flood Engines was fine. Burst Lightning, okay. Maybe you can go for an Abrade instead of 3 Burst Lightnings just to destroy like a Forge or something, but just an option. Hasty, Untapper, but it's 3 mana is the problem and not a Goblin, you know? Impact Tremors, yeah, Sahili is not a good idea. Everything's like enchantments, and then like the Endurings are pretty cool too, right? Like this one would give +2/+0, right? That's 4 mana though. I just think the Painter Studio has a better upside of getting you that card advantage. And Most Valuable Slayer is +1/+0 in first strike, but 4 mana and not a Goblin. Yeah, that's it. Oh, what was that card again? Untap. End step. Unstoppable Plan. So the reason why Unstoppable Plan doesn't work in this deck is we don't have anything that's tapping, right? We have, I mean, maybe we have one Kitsa, right? So we have Kitsa and Krenko, and the Mindspring Merfolk, you can't even count that as tapping because it's an exhaustibility, you only can do it once. So that's it, right? I mean, you get to untap your creatures if you attacked with them, but that's about it. I guess this thing is also another untap. But that's it. There's not enough pieces in the deck to be a good Unstoppable Plan deck. Now, when you get something like Eartha Joe, now when you make the Eartha Joe deck, where whenever you activate an ability that targets a creature or player, you copy that ability. Now that baby, you want to untap your stuff on the opponent's turn. That'll be a good deck. But that's still in the brew process. Yeah. I went 5-4, but technically it was 5-2 because the 2 games I lost, I only had 2 lands, and the one I had 2 lands for 13 cards. The other one, I don't even know. It just, you get so far behind when you don't draw your lands. Even though I have 22 lands. So, you know, if we had 20 lands, that's a 33% chance. So at 9 cards drawn, you should have 3 lands, you know, right? So at 13 cards, you should have 4 lands at 12 cards, right? And I had 2 lands at 13. You know, I finally got my 3rd land. So, yeah. Just really fun beating people down. The shore up and your tiny 1 negate is perfect amount of negates. Stock up is questionable. Merfolk is also, you know, it's just Merfolk is just ridiculous card draw with the heavy. If you can get that to pop off. And, you know, having Marvin in there to be able to do it as well. So, yeah, this has been Told, like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed. Krenko Untaps 3.5, baby.